Hey everybody, that Brown Bat back once again in Brown Bat's Toy Box. And I'm just going to go over a couple things um, that have come up, I guess, in the last week, this past week. Boba Fett being overclocked. Um, I just looked at some game footage. Yes, it is a good thing. Um, as soon as I noticed his, I don't know, extra special skills or extra what do you call them? Extra missiles. I don't know. When it first said times 12, actually, when I first noticed that, I hit the record or the save button as far as recording or saving the PlayStation 4 recorded footage. So actually, I have that. Um, there's nothing different that I did. I'm I don't want to say anything for sure because I know how some people will watch it and say, "Oh, you said this would happen." No, I don't want to get into that. I want to see if it works with somebody else first. So I will keep you updated on that. Another thing is stadium pieces right here. This is how you get them. I know most people know it, but look, people have asked me and asked me and asked me, where do you get the stadium pieces? So I realize now that Disney Infinity 3.0 is the first time around for some of the game players. Some of the people have not been around since 1.0 or 2.0. So first thing you have to do, and I have a tutorial on this already, you have to make sure you have the pieces purchased in the toy store. I have a tutorial on the toy store. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put a link at the end of the video. I'll read so you can find it. But just to recap, it's in the pause menu. Go to the toy store, and you have World Construction Toys, Set Pieces and Building Sets, Horseplay Toys, Advanced Toys, and Interior Toys. And you would think it would either be in World Construction or Set Pieces and Building Sets. It's not. It's in Horseplay Toys. Their logic behind organization of the toys is beyond me. I don't understand it, but it's under Sports Toys. And it's the first one there, stadium pieces. It'll cost you 100 sparks, so you have to make sure that you have 100 sparks to burn before you purchase it. Once you purchase it, then you open up the ribbon. All right, and automatically or default, it's going to be an unfiltered category, instant fun. Now, if you see up where it says unfiltered, it has an L1. L1 will bring up a submenu. Now, there's two ways to find anything once you have it available to use. If you're under the unfiltered category, you can go down and look for it. And in this instance, for the stadium pieces, it will be under your sports toys right here. So you have outer curved, which I hardly ever use, so you won't see it in my videos. I don't know. I just don't have a use for it yet. Your curved stadium, which is what I use for the corners. The stadium gates, which are right here, and the actual stadium pieces. Another way to find that, like I said, you hit the L1 button, it'll bring up a subcategory. Choose filter. And you go down to buildings. Now it's going to be in a totally different category, which I don't understand. It's under city building sets in the filter, from the filter menu. So then you have three pieces here, but you don't have the outer curved. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is you have to look for the pieces because they're not always where you would think they are. It's weird. But that's where you get the stadium pieces. All right, now let me think here. The next thing had to do with the bosses. All right, there is a right here. See that outline right there? That is a boss fight spawner. Actually, I have two of them set up here. I'm getting ready to record for the 30th time the next episode of ToyBox Rumble. I just keep having complications with it. I've been asked, how can I use Hulk? You can't use Hulk. You can't use Davy Jones. Yes, you can. In the menu for the boss fight spawner under properties, when you initially install Disney Infinity 3.0, you have access to Darth Vader, Darth Maul, General Grievous. Now, there was an update 3 weeks ago. Boba Fett, Syndrome, Davy Jones, Hector Barbosa, Hulk, Ronan, Green Goblin, Venom. Well, I say 3 weeks ago. Depending on when you watch this video, it's November 2015. We're in December 2015 now, so I say 3 weeks ago. So it was sometime in November 2015 that the update was released. Now, the update gave us that. Now, in order to get the access to the update, you have to have your PS4, Xbox One, whatever one you use, plugged into the internet so you can have your updates. Okay, so now that's the answer to that question. Now, there's more that you got in that update too, which I haven't seen anybody talk about. The track terrain. If you go under Game Maker and you go to racetracks, providing that you purchase them, and let's put some track down here. Now there's a couple new themes that you can have to theme your track. You now can use Imperial Battle Station tracks, which I did not have before. Forest Moonfloor I may have had before, but I'm not sure. I think this is new. World War Hulk is because I have a power disc on, just to let you know. And Jack's Scary Decorations is because I have the power disc in. Remote Headquarters Road, I don't think that was available from the get-go. That's the Syndrome-based theme. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that originally. Briar Ridge Forest Floor was new with the update. And Boon to Eve track was new with the update. So before I begin a ToyBox Rumble, when there's bosses involved, and this is what people like to see, you know, this is what I've been asked. How do you get the bosses to come out? It's a pain in the butt sometimes. But I have set it up, 2 platforms with the boss fight spawner. And just to go over that again, the boss fight spawner is go under your filter, Game Maker, and it's down under Creativitoys somewhere. Right here. Boss fight spawner. And then you have to program your boss fight spawner under properties to tell who you want. Default is Vader. Okay? So I have that one program for Vader, the one on top program for Grievous. Have your team activator here. Now, team activator, within this, the area of the boss fight spawner, nothing can go in there at all. So what you have to do is get yourself a scalable barrier block or a trigger area. Either one will work. And then you take your activator, whatever team he's going to be on. See how it's red? You can't put it anywhere, but you can put it within the... you can even put it on top of that, but I wouldn't just... You know, because you're going to need to delete it. And if you put it on top of it and you go to delete it, you're going to potentially delete the boss fight spawner, and then you'll have to start this whole process over again. So I put it 2 clicks away from it. Alright, let me get rid of that. Okay, and you want to Well, I already stepped on it, but step on the blue team activator and walk through this. Okay, now he spawns, and then get on the other side of it.
I am uninterested in letting you succeed.
Okay, you don't take any damage once he's on the other team. Which leads me to something else. I've had a couple complaints. I don't know why people complained. It was one of the ToyBox Rumbles with Darth Maul versus, I forget who it was. It was Darth Maul and the Mandalorians. And I think it was versus Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers. And a couple viewers got upset because Darth Maul attacked the Mandalorians. Like I was orchestrating that. I just put the people down there, and then they do whatever their AI has them do. But I will let you know this: when you attack Darth Maul, when another enemy attacks Darth Maul, it doesn't matter what team they're on. He will retaliate. No matter who you are, he'll come after you, and you're his next target. Doesn't matter if you're on his team or not. Now, why did the Mandalorians, and trust me, I watched the footage, mister out there who decided to try to tell me off. Yeah, the Mandalorian actually shot Darth Maul first. Why did he shoot Darth Maul? Because Darth Maul was in the range, or was in the way of a Stormtrooper. And so the blaster wouldn't go through Darth Maul. It hit Darth Maul. So Darth Maul just went after his buddy. That's how that works. I didn't program these guys. That's how they work. So that's the answer to that question. So if you ever see a boss going after his own teammate, that's why. They were in the way, and they got shot, and they just went after who shot him. That's all. And Darth Maul does it more than the other, and Darth Maul does it more than any of the other bosses, because Darth Maul is hyped up on some juice. I do not know. Dark side Kool-Aid. Alright, so you want to delete this. Don't worry about hitting Darth Vader, the character, or the boss character himself, because he can't be highlighted. Only the trigger, or the boss fight spawner could be. So you can see that team activator highlighted. So delete that. And then go into spark mode and delete the base. Do not delete the boss fight spawner, or you will have to reset everything and do it all over. Alright, so he falls down, and you want, before any of this transpires, you want to have a stopwatch set up. So once you get your first boss to the ground, hit your stopwatch. Now time is frozen. You now become faster than light, and you can transcend matter. Alright, that's just a technical explanation for sci-fi, science fiction stuff. You can walk through them. They're there, they're in their idle animation, but they can't do anything to you, and you can't do anything to them. And that's not just for bosses, that's for any character. Or not character, but any bad guy. So let's do the same thing for General Grievous. Alright. Let's see. Once they start their combo, they don't stop until they're done. Alright, so now let's get that highlighted. Delete that. Go into spark mode. And hopefully something happens here where he gets stuck. But if he doesn't get stuck, then I can't show you what happens when they how to fix it. He didn't get stuck. If they do get stuck, because sometimes they get stuck on the you know what, I will insert clip here where they got stuck. And delete the base that he's on. Be careful not to delete the boss generator. Okay, so now we have a case of Grievous standing in midair, because he's actually standing on the base of the generator. This part. That part where see where the red flashing light is? He's actually standing on this thing. So what we do, he won't move until, well, you know what? Since he's up there, let's take advantage of that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do a shortcut. I want to do everything the regular way, just so I don't throw anybody off any more than what I've already done. All right, so I'm going to change colors and then fly near him. All right. Let me select the invisibility tool in case I need it. Sometimes he runs away. Or not runs away, but does one of those. What he's doing now. And I want these guys to be... I don't want them to be ridiculously far away. But that's good. Okay, so now I'm invisible. Now I don't want to hit this and hit it again, because what will happen is it'll unfreeze Vader for a second and they will start fighting. So what I'm going to do is get a barrier piece. And put it over one of them, doesn't matter. Now, once in a while, this does not work, but it has to do with the proximity of the other enemy. Since Grievous is over here and Vader is over here, there's enough distance where the block will work. And he won't detect Vader. So I'm just going to unfreeze this for a second. And then freeze it again. Now they're both frozen. And of course you can test that out. So now I need the wand again. And now delete this. It all sucks when you get going and you figure out, oh, I forgot to delete that. I got to start the whole thing over again. That's why I have it saved with those platforms in the air. Alright, so I don't want to be blue no more. I want to be just me. Another thing I started using when I'm being just the guy that just gets the film footage is I have an invulnerability beacon over here, which you can get under Game Setup Toys in the filter. I use most of the time, every time I go to get a toy is through the filter and Game Maker. Alright, so standard, just go to the Game Maker and it takes you to platforming toys, which is where I got the scalable barrier block. So you go up a little bit and now you're in Game Setup Toys, and that's where I got the invulnerability beacon. See, right there. Alright, so now the connection to that is when I hack the terminal, health bar off. Health bar off means I'm invincible. Health bar on means the health bar comes back. Now it's time to see if this works. So, make sure to actually click on the link for the actual battle, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, smash that like button. And guess what? There's even more. Click on any of these boxes to view more awesome stuff. And don't forget to click that big subscribe button so you can be notified of all my upcoming videos. And again, I want to thank you for watching. This has been That Brown Bat signing off. CIAO.